Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you, and I'm going to answer your questions and comments. It's been a little bit while since I've done it, so we're going to go ahead and do it today. I apologize for not uploading as frequently as I would like to, but I just started a new job as you've been following my channel, and it's just been a little bit tiring the first couple weeks because everything is in my second language as I'm trying to go ahead and find my comments here. So everything's in my second language. And I'm just a little bit more tired when I come home. But I've missed you guys, and usually sometimes the easiest video for me to make is to respond to the comments. I've seen so many comments. I'm going to try to go through now and reply to everything you guys wrote. I really, really appreciate it. I love the discussions. Just sometimes, because it's been a little bit crazier for me this week, I haven't had a lot of time. I've read them all. I haven't had a lot of time to respond to them. I usually do that when I upload. But I just want to let everybody out there know that I really, really appreciate it. On my first week speaking, this is the video kind of on my first week speaking Swedish. Sapiro says, really nice to hear that you're enjoying some Swedish TV series. Thank you. Yeah, I really liked Beck, which I think is more like movies. And I did like Bridge so far, or Björn in Swedish. So I'm happy about that, and I'm happy to find some newer shows. So if you do have some Swedish shows that you'd like to recommend, go ahead and put those in the comments below so that I know. Benjamin says, for most Swedes, it's really hard to understand Danish. Maybe if you live in Skåne, you can understand it well, but I'm lucky if I understand 25% what they are saying. It's really different from Swedish. It was easier to understand Norwegian for us Swedes, and I have to agree, like, Norwegian just sounds so much easier. Even when I look at the subtitles of what the Danish are saying, I know that the root of Danish is like the same, but it just sounds so different to me the way that it's pronounced. I think I would also have a hard time understanding Skåne. I really haven't been that part of Sweden enough to actually try speaking Swedish. So that's awesome. And Martin says, Swedes have the same problem actually speaking English. Understanding English is easy, but speaking it yourself and having to find the words quickly is a lot harder. But practice makes perfect, and you will surely find with speaking Swedish. Bra jobbat, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, now when I'm thinking in my head in Swedish, sometimes it comes out really quick, sometimes it doesn't. I'm learning more words and at a faster time. Some days it feels really good, and then some days it doesn't. But that's life, really, and I just think it's how you kind of pick yourself up. Like, maybe some days you have the best days, some days you don't. That's for sure. And I think that's a good kind of life thing. So, some days I might be a little bit overloaded. Maybe today I feel a little bit like, because it was just it's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm not going to give up, though, and I'm going to keep moving forward, and I just think it's part of the learning progress. Christina says, I think your progress is awesome. That feels fantastic. Joachim says, great to hear your progress. I hope you stick with it. I really, really appreciate, all the kind words. Patrick says, roligt att höra att du känner dig mer hemma in Sverige nu efter att du bestämde dig för att prata svenska en varje dagen och på arbetsplatsen. Också kul att höra att du börjar titta på mer svenska tv-program och filmer. Det kommer hjälpa dig mycket med utförd. Yeah, I agree. It helps me learn more words quickly. And then I see words that I'm learning and then I read them. I think one I learned, and I might say it wrong, was like försvinn. No, I said that really wrong. Försvinn maybe it was, but it was like disappeared. Like some of the crime words you don't usually hear in regular conversation. And so that's been a little bit tough. I might have messed that one up, but now I find that I'm guessing words a lot more and being right. Like when I'm not 100% sure and I pick a word, like I actually do all right, which feels really, really good. So I'm excited. It's just so much fun to like learn something every day. I don't know what the meaning of life is, and I'm not trying to tell you what I know what it is. But I always feel good when I'm learning stuff and getting better. Right now, I'm trying to get back into running shape. I feel like I've let myself go a little bit, trying to get back into the running shape and eating healthier. But I love reading right now. And I can knock out, maybe I can read 2 books a month. That's my goal. I've already knocked out my first book. And it feels awesome. Like I have a bus ride, so I just sit and read on the bus, and I love it. And I love learning. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I sit on the bus after maybe, and you're just tired after work and you can't read. But that morning is awesome. I love doing it. It gets my brain thinking about things, and then practicing the Swedish is really, really awesome. So it's cool. Frederick says, "You go, Angela. Learning a new language is hard work, and you're doing it by brute force. Keep it up. Thumbs up." And that's great to hear. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get through okay. Elizabeth says, also, what stuff did you use to learn Swedish? Like any books or sites that you can recommend? Thanks. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Well, I've just signed up for a folk university course. I will start taking it in 3 weeks, which might slow down my channel again a little bit. I took the B1 level course because when I tested Swedish, I tested out of B2 and a lot of stuff, but not in my vocabulary for Swedish and knowing words. Now I think my vocabulary is probably there. It really took me about 2 or 3 weeks to just get my vocabulary up, or how many words I know. But I think it's worth taking the course. I couldn't find any C1 level courses in like more of the fluency test here, but I think that'll come through my job actually. So I think I need to kind of learn the basics. So I've signed up for the course, but what I could recommend for you is just what I used. I really liked Babbel, the language program. I think it's really good to go through it. You can learn words and everything else. I really think that most of what I learned through Babbel.com. Now, you do have to pay for it. You can pay a monthly fee, and then they have a year fee. My suggestion is if you're going to be here for a year, just to go ahead and pay that yearly fee. The only problem is I did do the monthly fee, and I got caught into paying month to month every single time, which wasn't always fun. But overall, it's been a rewarding experience. I like it because you get to hear native speakers speak Swedish. I've heard Duolingo is great, and I think it is awesome probably for learning a lot of stuff. But I think Duolingo, I've never used it, but I think Duolingo uses like Google Translate to kind of talk to you as well. And that's not so good. What I've been doing too is after I practice, I write some words in a notebook. I find that if I write down words as well, it helps me learn better. So if I think of a word that I want to really focus on when I review my vocabulary, I have a little notebook where I put those words on, and I also review those words before I go through the computer program. But the computer program lets you like do repetition and things like that as well. It's a really great program. Elias says Elsker din röst. So I'm really happy to hear that you like my voice. I don't know what got out of me from like trying to write music and sing more. I think my guitar needs fixed right now, but that's got to be a goal of mine because I need to start playing again. I haven't played in a long time, and it's something I really enjoy. So I will work to get back into that. I think it's Jorge says, great, man. Great thoughts, man. I'm with you all the way. It's nice to hear that. Leo Mash says that my video about the Logan Paul, I keep saying Jake Paul fiasco, the dislike is from Logan Paul in my video. Funny stuff. And Khaled says, I think the best part is to be confident and to learn. Almost imagine you don't know English anymore. It's great to watch TV shows and listen to music and radio. That is a good way to immerse yourself and more to try to catch on words and just on context, and good luck. Yeah, and I'll tell you, like I said before, my anxiety, I've always had anxiety, you know. It's something that I will live with, that I'm not ashamed to say I have it. I have anxiety. And when I came to Sweden, I mean, I know it's tough to think that you'd travel to another world, or another country at least, and I just would go through anxiety again because I wanted to fit in. I wanted people to understand me, and I would get nervous when I had to switch to English or I didn't understand stuff. And now as I'm getting better at Swedish, and even if I gotta switch to English or I swing, it's like I feel like I know enough Swedish now where I understand the main concept of things, and I can speak enough Swedish back to someone where they at least know that I'm trying and understand, and I don't feel bad in any way. I'm just like, look, this is who I am. I'm doing my best, and you know, I can't do any better than this right now, and I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm going to keep getting better. That was the hardest thing for me, being a musician. You always strive to be perfect, and in the learning process, you can't be. That would be my biggest advice to anyone out there, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's you want to go to the gym, or you have any kind of goals. You just got to be okay with making mistakes and realizing mistakes are part of the learning process. I 100% believe that. That's what I want other people to know, is that nothing happens overnight, and nothing worth doing is easy, and there's still time to change things. So I'm super excited. And when I was talking before about how I love learning new things, like I think about this, like I play piano, right, but I'm not really like the greatest piano player, and I think about how cool it might be to be like 65 years old, like retire, and then just be like, all right, I'm gonna like become a pianist. Like actually sit down and just focus on playing piano. Like I already have the idea when I retire someday, which might just be a crazy thought, that I'm gonna like still try to learn new skills and like get better at things. All right, guys, if you like this one, before I get into it, I want to say if you want to be a part of the giveaway, there's going to be a video coming out at the end of the month. We only have like 12 more days left here to see who goes ahead and wins the first PausBox prize. PausBox is an awesome snack company. Basically, you get a month subscription of healthy snacks. You get it each month. It comes to you. It's all different stuff from all around the world, and they also have a licorice box as well. It's done by Feakable, the other channel that runs it. It's another American who happens to live in Sweden, and this is his company. So if you go ahead and you want to try it out, all you got to do is use my name, Andrew, as a rebate code. The links are in the description below, and you go ahead and sign up, and you'll go ahead and just get 50 crowns off that monthly service. It'll help support my channel, and it helps support a local business in Sweden. So I think it's a great thing either way. But if you just want to be a part of the giveaway, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to my channel and look out for it. But I also suggest you might want to go ahead and get on my Instagram as well. There's a link for that below. I don't use Facebook as much. I still have it, but feel free to go ahead and sign up there on Instagram as well, because I will also post on there. So you got two places to look. And if you really want to and you don't want to miss it at all, think about it. I only got 830 subscribers, so I mean, you have a decent shot. I would also recommend hitting that notification button on, if you have there, it's on that right hand corner there, and you'll definitely then be guaranteed to get a video from me, because as I've seen with some of my favorite YouTubers, sometimes I don't see when they make a new video. So with the changes with YouTube, you never know. Feel free to do that. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, put YouTube in the comments. That's right, YouTube. Alright guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.